Hey, welcome back to another PHP 2 video. In this video, I'm going to show you some of the things that you need to create for milestone number 2. So we're up to number 6, I think it is, which is the business services. And so the three classes that we're going to see inside business services are the security service, the user service, and the product service. So let's take a look inside the code here in Eclipse. So the business services folder is what we're looking at. And so we've already looked at some of the models. I'll collapse that. And these are the layers that are in our application which make the actual services happen. So let's take a look at the user business service, for example. So you'll notice right away that I'm doing a require once for the autoloader. And the autoloader is located 2 folders above the current directory. And so that's why these have the double dots and a slash. So that raises you up 2 levels. Next, you will see that I've implemented a function that simply turns around and talks to the database service. So find by first name matches up with the database service find by first name. So you should see all of the same functions as we go down as what we have in the database class. So here's the service that we're going to be using in milestone number 2. Just a reminder that we have separated the business level from the data access service level, and this is intentional. Even though it looks like extra work, it allows us to do more complicated things in the business service layer. We won't do that much complicated work at this assignment, but in a future milestone when we start doing shopping cart exercises, then the business service will become more complex than it is now. So we are separating the two. So we are using user business service, which is going to rely on the user data service. So those two work really close together. The user business service and the product business service are both going to be used in the file called the search handlers. So in the presentation area, we have a folder called handlers, and the person search handler is this one here. So we're going to once again use the autoloader because we need to use some of these class names. And you notice it has a double up folder mark there. And then we're going to get the request from the form and find the persons that match that name, and then we're going to include the people results from another file. So right here is display people search results, and you can see I've done some styling here. We'll talk about that in a minute. And then down below we have a loop that goes through and captures all of the data that is returned to us from the business service. So that gives you a quick look at what we're doing on number 6 here, the business services classes. Coming up here, we're going to talk about the autoloader and then displaying the results with CSS formatting.